Hello children, how are you all? Let's start our social science class. Take your book, page number 1. Open your book, page number 1. In the previous class we have seen about the spheres of the earth, structure of the earth, types of rocks and internal process, external process, volcanoes, everything, earthquake, tsunami, these all we have seen. Have you studied all those questions what are given? You have to study every day. And some questions I did not give you, brief question, the last question and detail. And the rest of the questions I did not give you. Yes or no? You have to find the book back answer, that is your duty. Find the book back answers. And the remaining questions will be given to you. Got it? It will be marked in the book and send you. And the first unit, evaluation of humans and prehistoric period. That is the unit 1. In introduction, what is given? You see that we live in the age of information technology. The mobile phones have literally put the world on the fingertips. The all-encompassing knowledge that we possess now, which has helped in the development of powerful technology, did not emerge all of a sudden. The foundation of our modern life was facilitated by the development of the process of cognition among the human ancestors in the prehistoric age. Prehistoric people were the pioneers of creative knowledge. From the artifacts and the languages they developed, we are able to understand how intelligent they were. We learn everything from our ancestors. Yes or no? They are our pioneers. அவர்கள் தான் நம்மளுடைய முன்னோடிகள். நம்முடைய தாத்தா பாட்டி அம்மா அப்பா அவங்க என்னெல்லாம் பண்ணுதாங்களோ அதை பார்த்து தான் நம்ம ஃபாலோ பண்ணுது. ஸோ த ஆன்செஸ்டர்ஸ், மூதாதையர்கள், அவர்கள் தான் நம்மளோட முன்னோடி. அவங்களுடைய லாங்குவேஜஸ், அவங்களுடைய ஆர்ட், அவங்களுடைய க்ரியேட்டிவ் நாலேஜ், அவங்களுடைய வெப்பன்ஸ், இது மூலமாக தான் நம்ம என்ன செய்கிறோம், கொஞ்சம் டெக்னாலஜி முன்னேறிட்டே இருக்குது. இப்போ நம்ம கார் யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம், அதில் வீல்ஸ் இருக்குது. ஃபஸ்ட்டு த ஏர்லி ஹியூமன்ஸ் அவங்க தான் என்ன பண்ணாங்க, வீலை மேக் பண்ணாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன மேக் பண்ணாங்க, சைக்கிள், தென் பைசைக்கிள். அவங்க ஒரு வேளை வீலை மேக் பண்ணவே இல்லைன்னா நமக்கு அந்த டெவலப்பிங் அந்த நாலேஜ் நமக்கு என்ன செஞ்சுருக்காது, கிடைச்சிருக்காது. ஸோ த ஆன்செஸ்டர்ஸ், தே ஆர் அவர் பயோனியர்ஸ். ஓகே, தே ஹேட் மோர் கிரியேட்டிவ் நாலேஜ். ஃப்ரம் த கிரியேட்டிவ் நாலேஜ் we got, we develop, every day we develop. Got it? We use their creative knowledge. And the languages also, we use many languages now. Yes, and our ancestors also, they have used some of the languages. From that only all the languages came. Got it? So how the humans were there in the ancient periods and what did they do, what were they wearing, and what did they do, these all we have seen in this lesson. Okay, that is evaluation of humans and prehistoric period. முன்னாள் காலத்தில் எப்படி இருந்தது, வரலாறு எப்படி இருந்தது அப்படிங்கிறத பற்றி பார்க்க போகிற லெசன். The first, origin of the earth and the geological ages. எர்த்து முன்னாடி எப்படி இருந்துச்சு, ஒவ்வொரு பீரியட்லையும் அந்த எர்த்தில் என்னென்ன டெவலப் ஆச்சு அப்படிங்கிறத பார்க்கணும். The history of humans is closely related to the history of the earth. The earth contains geological, archaeological and biological records of historical times in its upper layers. They are important for reconstructing the history of the earth and various living organisms. If I ask your name, you will say, my name is Joshia, my name is this, and my name is Sweeten, my name is Delshi, Belsi, like that you will say your names. Yes or no? But when I ask your father name, that also you will say, and grandfather name you know. But your grandfather's fathers, no, nobody knows. Yes or no? But we should know the history. That's why we study history. If you don't study history, we don't know about the previous years, the ancient period what happened. நம்ம வந்து ஹிஸ்ட்ரி படிக்கலைன்னா நமக்கு முன்னாடி என்ன நடந்தது, உலகத்தில் என்ன நடந்தது, என்னென்ன மாற்றங்கள்லாம் வந்திருக்கு அப்படிங்கிறத பற்றி நமக்கு எதுவுமே தெரியாமல் போயிருக்கும். Got it? So the history is one of the important in social. Okay. The first, archaeology. This is the study of human past through the analysis and interpretation of material remains. So archaeology is one of the study of human past. ஹியூமனோட முன்னோடியான முந்தைய காலத்தை பற்றி படிக்கக்கூடியதான படிப்பு தான் என்னது, ஆர்கியாலஜி. முன்னாடி ஹியூமன்ஸ் எப்படி இருந்தாங்க, அவங்களுடைய ஆக்டிவிட்டி எப்படி இருந்துச்சு, அவங்க எப்படி டெவலப் ஆனாங்க, என்ன வெப்பன்ஸ்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணாங்க, எப்படிப்பட்ட ஹவுஸ்லலாம் அவங்க ஸ்டே பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க அப்படிங்கிறத பற்றியதான படிப்பு தான் என்னது, ஆர்கியாலஜி. Got it? Next, paleoanthropology. That means this is the study of the human ancestors. Archaeology means that is the study of human past. ஒரு ஹியூமனோட முந்தைய காலத்தை பற்றி படிப்பது. Paleoanthropology means that is the study of human ancestors. மூதாதையர்களை பற்றி படிக்கிறதான படிப்பு தான் paleoanthropology. பழைய மூதாதையர்களை பற்றி படிக்கக்கூடிய படிப்பு. And their evaluation by the study of the fossil remains. The long span of time in the history of Earth is divided into eras, periods and epochs by the geologists. 1 billion is equal to 100 crore. In India we use the crore, lakh, but the foreigners they use billion, million. Okay, so 1 billion means 100 crore, 1 million 10 lakh. These all found by the geologist. Okay, then Australopithecines. Australopithecines were the apes from which modern humans evolved. That is one of the apes. Apes means குரங்கு. Australopithecines ஒரு வகையான குரங்கு. Now they are extinct, but they are considered to be the close relatives of humans. இப்போ இந்த காலத்தில் அந்த ஆஸ்ட்ரலோபித்தசியன்ஸ் வகையான குரங்குகள் இல்லை, ஆனாலும் அது வந்து மனுஷங்களோட ரொம்ப ரிலேட்டிவானது. நம்மளுடைய ஆக்டிவிட்டியும் அந்த குரங்குகளோட ஆக்டிவிட்டியும் ரொம்ப க்ளோஸ் ஆனது. தட் இஸ் ஆஸ்ட்ரலோபித்தசியன்ஸ். Page number 2. You see there? The picture is given. Now we see that, see this. Now we use the years, yes or no, 10 years and the 12 years, 15 years back, like that we use the years, yes or no. The period also we use, particular period, and we use BC and AD, like that also we are using. But in the previous, in the ancient time, the people they used the era, the particular period. Okay, they have used. So see the picture. The first 600 to 542 MYA, million years ago. MYA means million years ago. Primitive multicellular forms appeared. 600 to 542 million years ago. So, already we have seen 1 million is equal to 10 lakh. So, how many lakhs years ago the primitive multicellular forms appeared? Then the next, fish and reptiles, plants appear from 542 to 251 MYA, million years ago. Then what formed? Dinosaurs. Okay, 251 to 66 MYA. Then what formed? The Australopithecines one of the ape. Okay, so the Australopithecines is one of the ape. It is very close relatives of humans. Then human inquiries into the past and origin of the world. The age of speculation, page number 2. The age of speculation. Humans are the only species on earth concerned with understanding as well as explaining the world and the universe. In the course of evolution, humans became conscious and knowledgeable. Comparing to all the other animals, we are the special because we can evaluate. We have some knowledge. And they turned curious and began to think and ask questions about nature, organism and the world around them. So, if you eat any dishes, you will find what are the flavors are there mixed. Yes or no? What are the flavors are added in the dish? You can find very easily. Yes or no? So when you eat, you have to think about that. Oh, this flavor added, this particular species added, and this gram added. Like that, we can find. We have to think about that. Yes, and like that, the people, they think about our nature, organism, what are the organisms are there in the world. So most of the people, they think about, then they analyze about the earth. Okay, that is the speciality of humans. And at the first they considered nature as God. The people, the ancient period, the people, they worshipped the nature as God. They worshipped the sun, moon and various natural forces about which they developed their own understanding, some of which is not scientific. So the people, the ancient period, the people, they worshipped the nature as God. They worshipped the sun, moon and many natural mountain, everything they worshipped. Okay. And BC, sometimes we say that BC, AD, like that. And we have to know the meaning, full meaning. BC means BCE, before common era. AD means CE, common era. MYA, million years ago, already we have seen in the picture. BC, before common era. AD, common era. MYA, million years ago. Okay. So, many million years ago, our earth was very different. The people were very different. But now, many changes, many development. Yes or no? We have seen many development. Now everybody we use mobile. Yes or no? In the ancient period, the people they used to send the messages by the doves. Yes or no? புறா மூலமாக செய்தி அனுப்புனாங்க. அதில் காலில் என்ன செய்வாங்க, ஒரு பேப்பரில் இல்லைன்னா ஒரு இலையில் என்ன செய்வாங்க, ஒரு லீஃபில் வந்து எழுதி அதை வந்து புறா காலில் என்ன செய்வாங்க, கட்டி விடுவாங்க. பேப்பர் அந்த காலத்தில் வரல, இலையில் வந்து என்ன செய்வாங்க, எழுதி அதை கட்டி விடுவாங்க. அந்த புறா வந்து கரெக்டாக எந்த இடத்துல கொண்டு கொடுக்கணுமோ அதை கொடுத்துடும். Then they have used different types of leaves. Then they have then only they have used papers. Yes or no? Now we are using mobiles. Yes or no? Most of the people, everybody, we use mobile to send all the messages. Yes or no? So that is one of the development. Then scientific foundation of geology, biology and archaeology. The beginning of history, writing can be traced to the ancient Greeks. Herodotus is considered the father of history. The Herodotus, he was considered as the father of history. அவர்தான் வரலாற்றோட தந்தைன்னு அழைக்கப்பட்டார். யாரு? Herodotus. Because the history he wrote was humanistic and rationalistic. Okay. So the Herodotus, he was considered as the father of history. Humanistic and rationalist. Then, before seeing stratigraphy, the book The Rise of Scientific Enquiry into the Origin of Humans was possible because of the interest in collection of archaeological remains and the opening of museums after the Renaissance movement. Okay, the people, they wanted to find the old things. நிறைய பொருட்களை வந்து அவங்க கண்டுபிடிக்கணும், முன்னாடி எப்படிலாம் வாழ்ந்தாங்கங்கிறத கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். அது மூலமா மியூசியம் ஓப்பன் பண்ணி என்ன செஞ்சாங்க, அதில் வந்து அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணி அதுக்காக ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் எடுத்தாங்க. அதனால நிறைய கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்க. The development of ideas of stratigraphy and geology. Darwin's theory of biological evolution. The discovery of human and animal fossils, stones, tools and artifacts of early civilization and the ability to decipher early scripts. So the people, they have interested to find the ancient things, okay, to know about the ancestors. Stratigraphy, the study of origin, nature and relationships of rock and soil layers, which is called stratigraphy. Okay, the study of origin, nature and relationships of rock and soil layers that were formed due to natural and cultural activities, which is called stratigraphy. Okay, so this is called stratigraphy, the study of origin, nature and relationship of rock. Rock பற்றி பாறைகள், soil layers, மண்ணோட அடுக்குகள், இதை பற்றி படிக்கக்கூடியதான படிப்பு தான் என்னது, stratigraphy. Then oldest museum, the museum of Enigladi Nana in Mesopotamia. Enigladi Nana in Mesopotamia was established in 530 BC. Already we have seen BC means before Common Era. That was one of the period. Okay, the princess Enigladi was the daughter of the Neo-Babylonian king Nabonidus. Okay, the Capitoline Museum in Italy is perhaps the oldest surviving museum at present. So the Enigladi Nana, that was the oldest museum which was established in 530 BC. Okay, then it was made by the Neo-Babylonian king Nabonidus. He made for the princess Enigladi. Okay, he was the daughter of the Neo-Babylonian king. Then Ashmolean Museum at Oxford University is the oldest university museum in the world. So the oldest museum is Enigladi Nana. It is in Mesopotamia. The oldest university museum is Ashmolean Museum at Oxford University. Okay, it was established in 1677 AD. AD means Common Era. Then book page number 3, the second para, Herbert Spencer's Biological Evolution and Charles Darwin's Theory on Concepts of Natural Selection and Survival of the Fittest contributed to the scientific understanding of human origins. Charles Darwin published the books on the origin of species in 1859 and the descent of man in 1871. So Charles Darwin published the origin of species in 1859 and the descent of man in 1871. This is the picture of the oldest museum, Enigladi Nana. It is in Mesopotamia. It was established in 530 BC. You know the full form of BC, before Common Era. It is so beautiful, is it? Have you seen museum? What will be there in the museum? The older things will be there in the museum. These are no some types of stones will be there, and horns, the animals, bones, everything will be there in the museum. Is that no? If there is no museum, we cannot see. Yes and no. Now we did not see dinosaur, but the people they found about the picture of the dinosaur, so that we know about the dinosaur. We learn about the dinosaur because the people they find about the ancient period times what happened. Okay, then natural selection, the process by which organisms that are better adapted to their environment would survive and produce more offspring. Survival of the fittest means survival of the form that will leave the most copies of itself in successive generation. Natural selection. Okay, before that the survival of the fittest. The next, before that we have to see the natural selection. The organisms, what are the living organisms are there, the organisms they have to adapt to their environment. என்ன சூழ்நிலைகள் இருக்குதோ அதுக்கு ஏத்தாப்புல அவங்களுடைய தேவைகளை வந்து என்ன செஞ்சுருவாங்க, அதுக்குள்ளேயே தகுதிப்படுத்திக்கிடுவாங்க. ஓகே, if some animals are there in the forest, yes or no, ஸோ அவங்க வந்து அதுலேயே அடாப்ட் ஆகிருப்பாங்க. அவங்கள சுற்றி என்ன இருக்குதோ அதை வந்து சாப்பிட்டுக்கிடுவாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு குடிக்கிறதுக்கு என்ன கிடைக்கும் அதிலே என்ன செஞ்சுருவாங்க, குடிச்சிக்கிடுவாங்க. அப்படி அதுக்கு ஏற்றாப்புல என்ன செஞ்சுட்டாங்க, எல்லா மனுஷங்களும் எல்லா லிவிங் ஆர்கனிசமும் வாழறதுக்கு தகுதிப்படுத்திக்கிட்டாங்க, அவங்களையே அடாப்ட் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. தென் சர்வைவல் ஆஃப் த ஃபிட்டஸ்ட். Survival of the fittest means survival of the form that will leave the most copies of itself in successive generation. The people they have to survive and they have to give the successive generation. அவங்களும் வாழணும், அவங்க வாழ்றது மூலமா அவங்க மூலமா நிறைய என்ன செய்யணும், ஜெனரேஷன் வந்து கிரியேட் ஆகும். That is the survival of the fittest. The people, if you see that the people, lions will be there in the lions, 5 lions if you take, 5 சிங்கம் இருக்கு காட்டில். அந்த சிங்கம் என்ன செய்யணும், தன்னையும் பாதுகாத்து அதுக்கு தேவையான உணவை எடுத்துக்கிட்டு திரும்ப கொஞ்ச நாள் கழிச்சு என்ன செய்யும், குட்டிகளை போடும். அப்படி குட்டி போட்டால் தான் அந்த லயன்ஸோட ஜெனரேஷன் என்ன செய்யும், அப்படியே சக்ஸஸிவாக க்ரியேட் ஆகும். இப்போ அப்படி இல்லாமல் தனக்கு வாழ்கிறதுக்கும் தேவையானது எதுவுமே நான் வந்து எதுவுமே சாப்பிட மாட்டேன், நான் எதுவுமே என்ன செய்ய மாட்டேன், ஹன் பண்ண மாட்டேன், அப்படியே உட்காந்துட்டுன்னா என்ன ஆகும், ஜெனரேஷன் என்ன செய்யாது, திரும்ப வளராது. ஸோ they have to survive and they have to fit so that successive generation will come. Then fossil, prehistoric animal or plant that turns into stone over a period of time, millions of years, because of chemical and physical process. Animal bones are preserved due to mineralization. Paleontology is the study of fossils. So the study of fossils is paleontology. Animals oda bones, ஒரு அனிமலோ இல்லைன்னா ஒரு பிளான்ட்டோ ஒரு அனிமல் இறந்துட்டுன்னா அது என்ன செய்வாங்க, அது வந்து மண்ணில் கிடக்கும். அப்படியே கொஞ்சம் நாள் ஆக ஆக அதோட உடம்புல இறுகி அந்த போன்ஸ்லாம் என்னதாயிரும், ஸ்டோன் மாதிரி இறுக்கமாயிரும். ஏன்னா அதோட கெமிக்கல் அண்ட் ஃபிசிக்கல் ப்ராசஸ் நடக்கும். அதனால் அது வந்து என்னதாயிரும், அப்படியே ஆயிரும். இந்த அனிமல் போன்ஸை வந்து ப்ரிசர்வ் பண்ணி வைக்கிறதுக்கு பேர் தான் என்னது, மினரலைசேஷன். ஓகே, ஸோ இந்த ஃபாசிலை பற்றி படிக்கிறது. நம்ம வந்து நிறைய மியூசியம் போனோன்னா அங்கே வந்து நிறையா போன்ஸ் பார்க்கலாம். அந்த ஜிராஃபோடது, டைனோசரோட போன்ஸ்லாம் நிறைய மியூசியத்தில் வச்சுருப்பாங்க, எசானோ. ஸோ that is called the fossils. Got it? Then Stone Age, கற்காலம், the period when stone was mainly used for making implements. The people they used stone for making implements. All the weapons, all the instruments were made by the stone in the Stone Age period. Okay, then Bronze Age, the period when bronze metallurgy, extraction of metal from ores, developed. So bronze, the people they used in this period, Bronze Age time, the people they used bronze. Then they have used iron, the period when iron was melted to produce implements. அவங்க என்ன செஞ்சாங்க, உருக்கி இரும்புல இருந்து நிறைய கருவிகள் எல்லாம் கண்டுபிடிச்சாங்க. That age was called Iron Age. Okay, since the 19th century, scholars have used advanced scientific techniques They undertook systematic studies to contribute to the current state of knowledge on prehistory, human origin and the early civilization. Now the theory of human evolution is widely accepted. So, in this lesson, we have seen about the origin of the earth and the geological ages. In that we have seen about the archaeology, that is the study of human past, and paleoanthropology, that is the study of human ancestors, and Australopithecines, that was one of the ape, okay, that was one of the ape which is closed relation to the humans. And then we have seen about the age of speculation, natural selection, survival of the fittest, fossil, stone age, bronze age, iron age. These all were there in the ancient time. Okay, the people, the archaeologists, they found this all, so that we know. Have you understood clearly? You see that this is the picture of stone age, bronze age and iron age. The first picture you see that this house made by stones. They have used different types of stones to make this house. And the next picture, if you see that there are many weapons are there. They are made by the bronze. Then the last, they have used the iron smelting. இரும்பு என்ன செய்றாங்க உருக்கி அதை வந்து வெப்பனை சேஞ்ச் பண்றாங்க. That is okay. Prehistory from Australopithecus through Homo erectus to Homo sapiens. Human evolution and migration. The chimpanzee, gorillas and orangutans along with humans are collectively called the great apes. You see that humans also there in the great apes. Ezano நம்ம எல்லாமே எப்படிதான் அந்த குரங்கு வம்சத்திலிருந்து வந்தவங்க தான். Chimpanzee, that is one of the monkey. Ezano gorilla, orangutans along with the humans also there. So are collectively called the great apes. Among them, the chimpanzee is genetically the closest to humans. The chimpanzee, நம்ம எல்லாரும் chimpanzeeயோட close relative. நம்ம என்னெல்லாம் பண்ணுதோம் அதெல்லாம் என்ன பண்ணும்? Chimpanzee பண்ணும். பேச மட்டும் தான் செய்யும். All the other activity it will do. The ancestors to humans were called hominins, and their origin have been traced in Africa. Okay, the ancestors of humans, they were called hominins. Hominid. Hominid refers to all the species of the modern and extinct great apes, which also includes humans. அழிக்கப்பட்ட உயிரினங்கள், அழிந்த உயிரினங்கள், great apes, all the species, and the modern species also called hominid. Hominins means refers to the close relatives of human ancestors and their sister species including Homo sapiens and the extinct member of Homo neanderthalensis, Homo erectus, Homo habilis, and various species of Australopithecines. So many types of varieties. So they have given many types of names. Okay. So Homo sapiens, the modern humans were called as Homo sapiens. And the extinct member of Homo neanderthalensis, Homo erectus, Homo habilis. So this is about the human evolution and migration. The people, they were called different names. They used different types of names. Okay, and the modern humans, they were called Homo sapiens, and the Homo habilis means handyman. Homo habilis means it was not given. Homo habilis means the handyman was the earliest known human ancestor to make tools in Africa about 2.6 million years ago. The people who made the tools, they were called Homo habilis. Okay, then hominins refers to the close relative of human ancestors and their sister species, including Homo sapiens. Sapiens means already I have told the modern humans. Sapiens means wise man. Okay. Hominid refers to all the species of modern and extinct great apes, which also includes humans. So hominid, hominins and Homo habilis, Homo sapiens. Four other, okay, hominids, modern and extinct great apes. Hominid, 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 okay, extinct great apes, and hominins, the close relative of human ancestors, and Homo habilis, handy human, that means the tools, the ancestor to make tools, they were called Homo habilis, and the Homo sapiens, wise man, the modern humans were called as Homo sapiens. Okay, tomorrow we will see from prehistoric cultures. Okay, and today homework is fill in the blanks. You have to find the answer from the book. First is, thus is the study of the human ancestors. Thus is the study of human past. Thus from which modern humans evolved. Thus is the study of virgin nature and the relationship of rock. Thus is the oldest museum. Find the answers from the book. Your homework should be sent today itself. Tomorrow it will not be corrected. You have to send your homework today. Write your homework neatly. Don't use ink pen, black ink pen. You have to use only blue pen and pencil. And don't use whitener or pelican. You have to use only the ink eraser. Use only ruled note for Tamil and English. All the other subject you have to use the unruled. Social you have to use unruled note. Okay, nobody can use ruled note. That is for languages. You have to use the unruled note for social. We will see the next class.